My name is Carleen De Souza, and I am one of the founders of the One Collective. We decided to do this because there's a number of us that paint, and we know that there's more of us that want to paint that are not that confident to come out. So what we've created, we've created a safe space for women to come and paint. Today, representation is everything, isn't it? But you know, these old statues, they're London from before we were born. You know what I mean? It's time for some new statues that mean something to people who live here. Hopefully, you know, the mayor will commission more and more of us, you know, from women to young men to, you know, all types of people that will create something that really represents London now.
I've chosen to paint a fierce lioness. I want her to represent that females are rising up, we're putting ourselves forward, and just represent courage really, yes.
People come here to chase their dreams, right? You come to London because this is where it's at, especially for an artist. Because what it does is that it builds the city into something that's more, because there's so many more people here. Yeah.
When I was at art school, I studied painting, and I loved painting, but I didn't like the gallery system. And I was quite politically involved as well, and I just felt it was very elitist, and I didn't want to be shut away in a studio on my own, and then selling things that hardly anybody ever saw. I had just graduated, and this guy asked me if I could set up a mural painting group for Manpower Services Commission. So I did, and it was for unemployed artists in the borough of Lambeth, and they weren't hard to find. It was from that group that London Wall grew. And I asked the three people I thought I'd like to work with, and that was Maggie, Susan and Sonia. And we became the first women's mural group in London. London Wall was the four of us. We got a grant from the GLC to paint a women's peace mural. I got a phone call one morning, and this guy said to me, "I'm from the Sun." And I thought it was a joke. I thought it was one of my friends larking around. And I think I started laughing, but he did actually. He was from the Sun, and he wanted to say what an outrage it was, you know. And what we found out was that all press coverage is good coverage, because you become known, and it doesn't really matter what they say. And after that, Maggie and Susan moved on and did something else. And Sonia and I continued until 1992. funding situation broke down because we had money from the Greater London Council, which was disbanded by Margaret Thatcher. And then we had local council funding, but funding for the arts really fell apart. So that played into it because we wanted to work in public places. But I just love climbing up ladders. And I like working big. And I love scaffolding.
I'm part of the London Collective one, and we paint all over London, we put on exhibitions. This mural is celebrating female street artists and mural artists from the 80s until now. We do lots of promoting women and helping women feel safer on the streets when they're painting. I joined One Collective because they seemed like a really supportive bunch of ladies. I messaged them and they instantly got back to me and said, yes, come along. And it's a lovely feeling to feel very accepted and wanted. So this project I found through One Collective, and 3 of us made designs, and then we were chosen by the public in the area, and I was lucky enough to have mine picked.
Oh my God, she's so talented. Like, the details on that, just incredible. And obviously I love the colours, because Clapham is quite grey, especially today.
Yeah. Sort of looks like me with the glasses, eh? Oh my gosh. Immediately what I thought, that's by a female artist. And that's most striking because most of them are done by male artists. And I just, as I was cycling up, I clocked it and I thought, I'm having a picture of that. Gosh, no.
The reward is I get to share my work with people, and from the feedback, people seem to enjoy it, which is always, worrying because I'm putting something so massive out into the community. But everybody has been so positive. They've thanked me, which is, just heartwarming.